Yo, world of YouTube, Ted for Sight here, going live tonight. And I have some very interesting thoughts, theories, ideas, as what this channel is known for. Bear with me. Don't mind the bag rustling. Anyways, sorry for the technical difficulties, but I have some thoughts, theories, ideas, like I said, and I would like to share them. So, the big case is going to be the biggest than O.J. Shitbag Simpson. I believe this case is going to surpass that as the case of the century. Of course, there's been lots of cases that should have been trials of the century, but I think this one is definitely going to be the worst and the most controversial. Mr. P. Diddler. I'll call him Pete Diddler. Not only are we finding out that this man was a serial rapist, a woman beater, but what is the chances of him being a serial killer? Oh yeah, we're forgetting about some of the most deranged part of the story. Pardon the background. Of course, we're out here walking the pug. But of course, I want to be the first to say this because there's a lot of things in this world that are, and some people got a lot of bad habits, and one of them is being and having an addiction. And I had an addiction my own self, and literally I had to get rid of it. It was going to destroy me. I was gonna die from it. But I was thankfully enough to clean myself up and get out of it. Bear with me, I gotta take this off my wrist. My phone is connected to my wrist bone connected to my leg bone, whatever bone, shit bone, butt bone. Ha! But breaking news. God damn it. And I definitely want to be the one to break this news. Because of all these allegations and stories coming out. Even Michael Jackson is starting to come out. Supposedly he knew something. And P. Diddy supposedly put a hit on the King of Pop. And that led me to think. Well, like I say, some people just have an addiction and you can't get out of it. And and that addiction, right, could lead you to your death. Like I said, if I didn't get out of my addiction, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be friggin' dead. Of course, we got a nice bright moon tonight, folks. 2 nights in a row. Creepy. I'm waiting for something to fly into that sucker. That's why I went live tonight, just in case. But I like to keep my audience in suspense of my story, tales, thoughts, theories, and suspense, and ideas. But what literally have caught in my eye is the Michael Jackson allegation of Mr. P. Diddy bumping him off because he knew something. Not only that, there's been allegations of Mr. Diddler of bumping off other competitors. And another theory is Biggie Smalls. And so the allegations coming up on him is talking about, you know, he's been making money off his name and his music. Of course he does. Of course he will. But yet, you know, someone supposedly tagged the notorious big vehicle. And it could have been rightfully done by P. Diddy. Now, of course, these allegations are getting thrown around. We don't know if they're true yet. But if that is the case, well, there's another rapper, I believe, that had been taken out in the demise. And that would be the mighty DMX. Now, of course, when I first heard DMX in a club, I was wasted, drunk off my ass. It was the song Diablo Make You Lose Your Mind Up in Here. And when I first heard that song, wow, that's a pretty cool song. Especially he's talking about Diablo, the devil. You know. And that was about the same time the Tupac got shot. Biggie Smalls got shot. Notorious Big. And, you know, here's this new rapper coming out. And of course he went up the charts. One thing I did not know about DMX is he was, I think, the co-founder of the Rough Riders, which is pretty fucking cool. I do know some people that are in there. I had the pleasure of meeting the president named Jose. But I don't know if any of these guys are even thinking of this right now. But thoughts, theories, ideas, and that's all that's here. And my thoughts, theories, and idea on this is, as it's said in the tabloids, or if you go online and you look up DMX, that man came from a broken home. He definitely had a rough childhood. And one thing for sure, yeah, he got caught up in the wrong crowd. Nah, bear with me, god damn. Well, and with that being said, supposedly, yes, he had passed away. Like I said, this is all on the internet. You can look it up. But what really catches my eye in this story, and because Michael Jackson has been now thrown in this list of P. Diddy, of knowing something. Now, this is not something DMX, I'm saying, probably knew something. But if he had a bad addiction, and he did happen to lose his life to addiction, what is the chance or the possibilities that Mr. P. Diddy got a hold of somebody to go lace something for somebody? And of course, if someone's got a bad addiction, the saddest thing in the world to get caught up in. Because if you can't get out of them addictions, boy, that's right, it will take you out. And that's where I was leading with my addiction. I'm drinking. I'm so damn depressed. I'm still depressed to this day and struggling my ass. But back then I was even more on a path of destruction. You know, truthfully, I wanted to die. But for some damn reason, you can say a dumb drunk I was, I couldn't do it right or something. I don't know. Go figure. I mean, there's some stories that I can't tell that if I reveal, of course. That's right. But let's just say, not to get caught off on track, that this person laced something and led to someone's demise, right? DMX. If that is the case, if he did happen to, now see, I did know someone that was in the Rough Riders, but for some reason got out of it for some dumb reason. But that person literally was there for the DMX funeral, and I even got to see the videos on it. Pretty cool show for that man. And even in my rap lyrics I wrote, rap legends, I made sure to put in there Mr. DMX himself in this motherfucking house. So, but, like I say, this is getting even more stranger, more bizarre in this case. And I want to be the first to be, if this could have been something. Because DMX, that's right, you go look him up and you see that he was hitting the charts, boy. And now you got this P. Diddler, piece of shit, that had the key of the city to New York. And you can just imagine how many people he had raps under his belt. And there's police officers that have been named in this P. shithead case. All right? And that being said, competitors, that's right. People who make better rap music, that's right. And Mr. Diddler himself wants that competition out of his way. Why did he take Biggie Smalls out? Notorious Big? Because he's seen him uprising. And why is he going to step up on my toes like this motherfucker thinks? Why not just bump him off and sing about him and make my millions and billions of dollars off his name? Leads me to another rapper. What about Eazy-E? What about, who else is passed? Because I believe the NWA movie when they stuck him with a needle with AIDS. Now it's only the truth. Now it's only just revealed in that Eazy-E moment, in that Eazy-E time, in him going into the record studios of, Death Row, supposedly. And I'm yet to see, because Mr. Knight has been casting his words about Mr. P. Diddler, but yet he was another man that if you got in his way and his path and you're making better music than him, okay. You know what? There's a thing called the lyrical trigger. Not the gun trigger, the lyrical trigger. And I put that in my Rap Legend song too. The lyrical trigger. And NWA was doing it. That's right. NWA. Niggas with attitude. Coming up from the underground and taking the storm. Like I said, that album, Approach to Danger. Oh no, actually, Niggas with Attitude. That album there, like I said, I didn't lose interest in rap. I never said I never liked rap at the time, but I fell away from rap. I mean, for whatever reason, I don't know. I was more into my heavy metal at the time. I was starting to get these crazy guitar riffs, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, so forth, all this crazy music, heavy stuff that energized me like rap don't, but NWA come back on the shit and got me into back into it. And of course, the list goes on in my Rap Legend song. I was able to bring out a lot of bands that I got into for rap, and hell, always will honor and respect. Hopefully none of these people are involved with this piece of shit, but I know some of them are already cleared. But you know, this A list, D list, whatever list, even Cuba Gooding Jr., Cuban, what the hell his name is. I, liked him. Of course, he played in Boys in the Hood, played in the friggin' movie with Tom Cruise that went skyrocketing. Show me the money. And of course, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen from my man Eddie Murphy and Norbit. He come in with all the bitches that man scammed and took their money. Gold digger. But now it's like, wow, this guy, he's been in other great roles, great movies. Oh, Jerry Maguire was it. And now he is now tarnished. It's just sick. Every time now I hear a stupid story about this, and I just got to get it out myself because it just makes me sick. But what if this piece of shit took out DMX's right? Somehow managed to get him something, or, somebody that he knew very well, but got paid off because money talks. And, it's just, even they're talking about the king of pop being bumped off. So that means that doctor, well known, and it would explain why he would be stupid enough to keep giving, Michael Jackson drugs, right? There was a sugar daddy on the friggin' other side. Go figure. I wouldn't be surprised that man slept with P. Diddy, because all this sick shit that guy does, a bisexual rapist, serial rapist. And now I think he could be the biggest goddamn serial killer. So, these are my thoughts, theories, ideas. This is not all a legit or the truth. I want to make that known, but I also want to I just wanted to make it known that since everybody is supposedly beginning these allegations of people being bumped off, well, that's what I think. And that's effed the F up in my book. Because these people that had legendary music were becoming legendary people. And what sick, twisted, demented way to go out, because you have one jealous little prick over there in the corner getting pissed off because, my record sales are down, or my song should be on top than this shit, or he should be in my record label. Yeah, that's right, so I can oil him up with the baby oil. He probably want all these rappers too in his damn friggin' crib so he can, that's right, rape them. But, unbelievable, man. I can't even believe what the fuck I've been hearing. And for this just to continue in the tunnels now. Oh, man. And, the United States was built on tunnels. Not, for slavery, for whatever they were doing back in the, in the 1800s. Beyond that, figuring out these little sick, demented places to bring people, let alone who knows what they were really for back in the day. And that's a big question, because there's a lot of tunnels on the United States soil. Even right here in Leominster, Mass, they have tunnels. Fitchburg tunnels. And all these tunnels were made for slaves, but I'm sure they were also made for dark, more sinister things too, that nobody wants you to know. But for me to give you thoughts, theories, and ideas and theorize on this, you're going to get your gears in your brain thinking. Especially for late rappers that died in unsuspected circumstances. Oh man, fucking sick. It is just deranged, it's insane in the membrane. And to even think about this shit happening, it makes me want to, I mean, damn. But hopefully they burn this sucker. Burn him. He's right where he belongs. I hope he, and I mean the videos, let alone, is enough to damage anybody's friggin' life. And I hope there's a lot of A-listers that they're gonna come out with people that I like and know, because that's really gonna suck. Oh, man. Really. Whoops. Sorry, folks. Message is held for review. Only rapper I like is Tom McDonald. I never heard of that guy. Someone got a review message. I don't know, folks, though. But everybody I've mentioned tonight, rappers that are dead, let alone being, died from some type of murder, but yet covered up by, oh, they died of AIDS. They died of a drug addiction. I mean, come on. How ironic is it now to even think of that? You can't even sit here and say, oh, well, he grew up in a bad neighborhood, or growing up on the streets. Too much sex for one person and they died of AIDS. I mean, you can't even say that, man. It's sick. And Eazy-E, I hope they come out with something on that. Because, I mean, here you have these record labels. And he did come out with Ruthless Records. I mean, he was a smart man, even though he started off here on the streets in a bad way. But that's what a lot of people down here in the ruts, down here in the hood, as you would call it, down here in the ghetto. That's all they need is that one break. Look at Ice-T, out of the gangs, because he only needed that one step further. And now he does good. Brought the colors together. That's right. He's the motherfucker that brought the colors together. Red and blue. Remember that. Also mentioned in my Legends rap tune. But, unfortunately, these sick motherfuckers out here, man. Jesus Christ. I hope justice is served. Because sometimes justice is just as broken as the underground. And that's even freaking disturbing. But to bring down this rapist, child molester, and sex trafficker, I mean, there's some things that I can spawn off on this about that. And all I can say is if I wanted to, but I don't want to. But all I can say to give a little hint is that they found a good candidate. A good candidate. Put this in your mind and think about it. Because they found a good candidate for the sex trafficking part to put this on. Just like they put it into Jeffrey Weinstein or whatever the fuck that guy was. Gratefully, he was hung. But a good candidate to put the heat on. Think about that. You just think about that. Go to bed tonight thinking about the good candidates that they can put on this too. And right, they did do it. But they got more than what they bargained for, thrown on to their case. Yeah, you think about that. It took them long to go down with a sex predator. Took this long, decades. Decades. All the way from the 90s. Sick. Just effing sick. And just to think how many of them people are missing on the boards out there of missing persons. A serial rapist and a serial killer. P. Diddler Shithead Holmes. I hope you rot in jail, let alone them gangs are getting ready to put that hit. That's right. Go Tupac gangs. Vigilante justice should be served. That's right, sucker. Sit there. Worry about that. Because when your day comes, oh yeah, I'm sure they're going to rape you too. But that would be nothing because you'll get off on that, you sick bastard. Oh, man. Well, anyways, everybody be safe, take care, and always remember and beware because you don't know who lives among us. That's the sickest part. You could be the wealthiest man or woman in the world, and they could be the deadliest behind closed doors. Let alone, people saying the Skid Row is the worst place you could be. Because at Skid Row, yeah, you don't find half as what you do up in that rich neighborhood now, do you? Sometimes Skid Row's this place to be. Think about that. But you heard it here first. And I wanted to put that out there to make people think. Because that's right. DMX was stepping the charts, baby. DMX was climbing and making a name for himself is right. Then all of a sudden, I'm gonna wonder what happened. What really happened. Think about it. Till the next video, be safe, take care. Like I said, once again, I can't say it enough. Beware. Until that next video, out.